Picture this: a young boy just 2 years old being carried into Beijing's Forbidden City, not to visit but to rule. This is the story of Puyi, China's last emperor, whose life reads like a dramatic film script. Yet it was all too real. In 1908, little Puyi ascended to the dragon throne, becoming the most powerful person in China, at least on paper. Imagine being a toddler with 1,000 servants catering to your every whim. If he wanted to study, an entire class would learn alongside him. If he felt like playing, dozens of children would be brought in as playmates. Every morning, he would wake up to servants kowtowing, treating him like a living god. But this seemingly magical life came with a gilded cage. Puyi never learned to tie his own shoelaces or even brush his teeth. Every decision, every move was orchestrated by others. And then, just as suddenly as his reign began, it all came crashing down. In 1912, when Puyi was barely 6, China became a republic. Though allowed to keep his title and remain in the Forbidden City, he was emperor in name only. Think about that, a child emperor living in a palace, yet increasingly powerless in a changing world. The real tragedy? Puyi never learned how to live as a normal person. When he was finally forced to leave the Forbidden City in 1924, he was completely unprepared for the real world. He became a puppet emperor in Manchuria under Japanese control, then a prisoner of the Soviets after World War II, and finally a gardener in communist China. His life transformed from the most exalted position in Chinese society to the most humble. The boy who once had servants feed him every meal eventually learned to grow his own vegetables. The emperor who never had to think about money ended up working as a street sweeper. But perhaps the most poignant part of Puyi's story is that he finally found peace in his later years as an ordinary citizen. He worked as a gardener in the Beijing Botanical Gardens, got married, and wrote his autobiography. The man who started life as the son of heaven ended it as simply Mr. Puyi, finding contentment in the simple pleasures that had been denied to him in his youth. His story serves as a powerful reminder that true happiness isn't found in titles or power, but in the ability to live authentically. From emperor to gardener, Puyi's journey shows us that sometimes losing everything can lead to gaining something far more valuable: the freedom to be yourself.